And hugs greater than every goddess, stronger than the iron shield of Dens, thicker than the anchoring boots of tin, tougher than the earth's car metals molten, and unconquered oceans of drowned warships. Your armor above your titanium whips was bought not with copper or nickel chips, but self-crafted with whole heavens of gold, and scratched against steel bolts of bold. Your crown that beats each brazen monarchy hides your helmet of wool psychology that guards your merciful morality, your queen womb, and your resilient skies. After I had fed my garden for a month, not a single seed had sprouted, yet from the clouds your honest halo encouraged the grass. From the fertile floor, your spring footsteps revived tulips, dandelions, and roses. But still, some carnations' petals stayed shut, so your protecting right hand brushed their lightless leaves, whilst your left naked palm held their hanging heads, and your comforting caress swiftly soared their blooming continents with the entire vegetation. No gardener can fertilize whole forests as fully as your merciful spirit built in its June. Even city trees curve and bend over stone sidewalks where your easing existence strolls. Urban greenery spreads into fertile fields of fantasies. Your dry ceilings can only brilliantly blossom with your careful lips, nurturing gin. And your littlest lung measures more than the goddess of ripest wilderness. Your vast vineyards stretch without, dimmed by your worlds of water, and illuminated below your secure smile. I am very fortunate that your grapevine grace harms not my humble happiness. Pollen prairies blow blissful winds from your prime pacemaker. Your solemn stand stays as supreme as densest jungles, unmoved by mankind. And your joyous moments will be as the several stars in the moontime sky, without number, goddess of grace. Your title tells Jin the Independent verily means Jin the Independent, because your resilient wine flows free, yet uncrossed on the widest bends, and nectar buttercup buds with their bee. Tilt towards the sky near your starbright stand, your standing pose that holds great endurance, greater than the greatest gentlewoman. Your touch that keeps high courage and substance higher than the highest royal maiden. Creatures of this land forever do kiss your fathomless shadow, O subtle miss. Lo, but when your warm footsteps walk away, daylight bribes the moon to murder their day, whilst flame moths hide themselves, goddess of grace. Please play your desultory Tyrian's day, to ripen and bloom your first fruits in May, as each honey hill, cliff, and cavity glows about your gardens of gravity that lowered every lip unto ice snow, creatures which crawled nigh to touch your shadow of security, Jinn, goddess of grace. Sail not from this universal place, unbounded by the seven sugar seas of your sweet soul and caring sympathy, O majesty. Surely the tornado winds of spring blow, yet still they stroke your ebony below, while crying to cater your strong heart. This day my stupidity waxen sore, until my tears part about my pillow. Yet your careful finger softly touched each teardrop. Your protecting palm hushed my throbbing throat with your innocent smile. Your tender veins rung with your amiable arteries, and your kind kiss called forth pleasing unconsciousness. If I could disappear, then I would still inhabit this planet, only to admire and serve your merciful grace, Saint Jinn. Your sympathy has sprouted into a very special fruit. Thoughts of your friendship stop the rain. Your caring character thwarts thunderstorms. And at midmoon, your harmless visits color charcoal clouds with rainbows. This dead dog only strives to survive, for the sole chance to sun your guiltless shadow. I am very fortunate that your fearless fire consumes not my maturing mouths, which desire to endlessly dance about your comforting candle. Your pacemaker purely thumps with your overpowering pulse of protection. Your wonderful ward of whispers warms eternally young, and every feather of your sheltering wings will be a soul to serve and bless your angel existence, Messenger Jinn. When the maidservant saweth William putteth the note by the queen's pillow, she commanded halt. Then she discovered and read the letter by the pillow, so that his countenance fell. And afterwards she questioned him in the following manner: Why hast thou this business even with the mighty Queen Jin? Art thou not of bondage? Yet thou consumest thy 5th year with this business, to test the matured princess. Or thou not born with brother, even with sister, but that thou ceaseth not this bitter business, to trouble with Jin's innocent tranquility? Art thou not William, who was the same leaper, bringing fair unto all the women, even the modest maiden? Thou art a selfish skin, worth not of any business with a kind gentlewoman. If thy vessel standeth as a knight at the right of her throne, or if thy vessel standeth as a knight at the left of her throne, then thy business would be understanding. But thou art not a knight on either side of her royal majesty. Surely I shall tell the king about this business, which aims to defile the merciful Lady Jin. Thou movest as a perverse plague within her wholesome house. Thou seekest to entreat her blossom nature as a harlot. So the maidservant ceased her words, and smote him on his left cheek. But William stuttered, This beeth not a business, rather a life, and a desire to wholly serve her soft sympathy. A desire not of bondage, rather of full freedom, to envision her warmth. Hold thy peace, speak neither brethren, nor of kindred, for their character even equals the compassion of her harmlessness. Yea, thoughts of her harmony hold as strong as transports about my youngest brother. Mid-moon marks Jin's velvet visits, that bloometh boundless joy within the minds. Yea, though beeth I selfish, also for her guiltless grace, I would be selfless. A deep admiration of her small smile of security stays engraved upon the slabs of my sinews. Unwritten wishes for servitude neath her mitigating matrix call forth the cerebrum, regardless of the king. My thinkings may be tainted, yet her embracing arms hug comfortably. Beeth it far from shameful to dream of Jin, the gracious guardian of fertile fantasies, and her gardening kisses, and continual compliments must cater her caring car that had never cut. A wild ox from the wilderness, a beast that had beat mankind, yet your securing arms fastened around his untamed neck. Your embracing calves cleaved onto his kicking thighs as his wrestling wrath subsided, and your thumbprints arrested his remaining muscles of resistance. Hither your quieting kiss carried the comforted bull into a slumber of milk and honey. Queen Vashti refused to come to the king's commandment, which he wanted to show her beauty unto the princes. So he dethroned her. But if your existence was the same queen, and I the king, then your independence would not be rewarded with divorce. No succeeding damsel would be as special as your brass soul sympathy. All riches way below your richest heartbeats. So your benign wine and born freedom would be so respected. When my eyelids shut, my stand guards the right of your true throne, warm gin. I am very blessed that your repeating bosom bites not my visions of sweet servitude neath your whole harmony during silent hours. Your waxless candle harmlessly heats your shepherdess spirit. Your natural innocence blooms your graceful garden. Even your seamless happiness will multiply increasingly to recompense your nurturing care.